when we were trying to decide what to address and talk about, and we talked about things like the market update or what 2024 is going to look like, an update on industrial or office space or state of the market, I think that gets beaten down enough. And what was a thought process that we were thinking about, as we were talking about the topic, was what's this underlying current that's always there that seems to be felt by everybody but not really addressed, specifically in Austin, which is a market that's growing rapidly. Whatever publication you want to go to and see if it's not number one, it's in the top 3 or top 5 of fastest growing places on per capita. From the slogan of Keep Austin Weird to whatever it is, that underlying current that no one talks about is, how does that impact construction in our business at Gordon Highlander and what we do in a market that we are sort of new to? Now we're going on 2.5 years, almost 3 years in this market. And we feel it all the time, like this unspoken aura that you try to address, but no one really does. And it's kind of to keep Austin weird. How are you bringing all these people to this new place, but keep the culture and the environment that people have loved and flocked to for so many years? The attractiveness of Austin as a town, as a community, and a culture, I think has got a lot of different entangled pieces to it. I think that's a lot to do with the lifestyles that people live there. A lot of it's being active outdoors, whether it's water sports or hiking or walking, or all of these things are included. But it's also a mindset of startup and scarcity and hard to attain. We were joking about, dating someone growing up and playing hard to get. It's always attractive when something's hard to get. And I think Austin is like that, right? Austin is very attractive for a lot of different reasons, from the startup community, from the technology sector, from now manufacturing. There's all these things that are drawing people to it, in addition to the culture and the lifestyles that you're able to live and do that. It's a mentality that it's set in people that's cultured out of a bunch of different things. You can't have something stay the way it is and grow. Those are two opposite ends of the spectrum, right? What Austin's tried to do is keep its identity, stay within what it's been known for. And how do you fight and keep what most people thought is green space, but then also develop? You take Houston or Dallas and you have concrete jungles or whatever you want to label it. And then you have Austin, and is it a concrete jungle with trees? Why Austin is it different? And I think a lot of that is because the society and the communities have fought so long for development. One of our biggest struggles in construction right now in the Austin area is infrastructure, roads, utilities, sewer, water. These things are not developed for the communities to grow at the speed that they're growing and the amount of people that are coming in. And so what's going to happen? It's supply and demand. Cost goes up when the resources are scarce. And you're seeing that right now, but people still keep coming and people still are paying the price. There has been a little bit of a loosening of the belt, so to speak. Some developments that have been in controversy for decades are finally going. The Y at Oak Hill, that 290 and 71Y split down, what they say, the gateway to the hill country, has been fought for decades. And in the last year and a half, it's under construction and gonna take place. The 130 corridor on the east side of Austin, that was fought too. There was all kinds of discussions over eminent domain and all these things. And at the end of the day, it's where the growth of the business that we're doing is flourishing the most. It's trying to keep its identity, but also grow. And I think that is an internal struggle that people feel, but we just don't talk about. We opened our Austin office about 2.5 years ago, and we didn't come to change Austin. We said it from the very early stages. We were answering the call from our clients. Our clients were asking us to come and help them deliver what we've done so well in Dallas, in Austin, and Central Texas. Coming into the new market, it's very easy to think that we're going to change it or we need to do it the way we've always done it. And the cool thing about Austin is we're not coming in to change Austin. We're coming in to help it flourish in a way that we are unique to it as it is to us. Essentially, Austin and the environment that keep it weird, all of those sayings are what allow us as Gordon Highlanders to be our best and seek our identity as a construction company in Austin through that lens. Or you don't think like us, so you're welcome here. You don't act like all the other contractors. Why do you care about that? Most contractors don't ask me those questions. Most contractors aren't worried about this part of the business. We're trying to make ourselves successful, but we're doing that through serving everyone around us. And our serving everybody is understanding your needs and putting it before ours. If we can help you with your needs, then ultimately our needs all getting taken care of. And that's the heart of our mission. And as a contractor, I think that's pretty unique, but it's also the heartbeat of what makes us a Gordon Highlander and so unique as well. The whole tie-in and the bow on that is, I think that's what makes Austin special, is that people are welcome, and wherever you come from and whatever you're like and whatever you do, maybe you have to be good at it to stay there because you got to be able to pay for it. But at the end of the day, they're very welcoming and very accepting to almost anybody and everybody as long as you can survive it. And if you can survive it, you can be there. And I think that's a pretty cool, rich environment to be in. We kind of talk about sometimes as maturing the industrial market and teaching things that we've done so well in Dallas and in a mature market in Austin. Really, it's allowing the uniqueness of Austin to absorb and let us be our full potential in its environment. And I think that's just a little slight turn on the terminology, but I do think it helps us understand that we're not here to change something. We're here to be connected to it and help it grow. I think what you're starting to see with a lot of influence from outsiders and maybe a heavier influx of people from other communities, is that the growth that's happening is happening in a way that is allowing Austin to grow at a pace that's able to keep its culture. As we try to find employees or subcontractors and we have to go out to like Dripping Springs or New Braunfels or San Marcos or Kyle or Buda or even to Rockdale, and I mean even up as far as north as Jarrell, I think Tesla's actually got buses that they're running employees from Jarrell or Temple to the Gigafactory in East Austin because of the living circumstances. I think there's even some communities where they're putting up tiny homes so that people can live closer to the places they work. The fact that an employer is building a community of tiny homes so their people can work near them is the keeping Austin weird, right? Like, it's the pure nature. The growth is actually staying in line with what our town, was built on. As long as people understand and flock to what Austin is desired for, the activities, live music, food, the festivals we have, all of that is the attractive part. And the businesses that come and take part in that are the reason that it stays that way. It's the mindset of the startup, of the tech companies, of these people that are making it grow, are the same mindset is why it's keeping Austin weird. No one will argue with someone like an Elon Musk is not being abnormal, but he's abnormal for a reason, and is why Tesla's successful. And that's a lot of the same people in Austin. That's why we have been successful the way we have as Gordon Highlanders, because we're not trying to change that, so to speak. We're trying to get in the flow of it and be an outcome of it instead of trying to redirect it. That's attractive, right? It's a place where you can feel like you can be yourself. Those that are attractive to that, I know people that say they would never live in Austin. That's okay. But the reason Austin is the way it is because of the mindsets of the people that live there. And it's attractive to enough people that make it in high demand, which ultimately draws those people there and increase the cost and makes it challenging. If you could go find a diamond everywhere, it wouldn't be worth anything, right? So Austin is a diamond and people want it and they pay for it and they come there and they do it. And that's what makes it special, is the people that make up the heart of Austin.